a little package to look at in a second. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we are taking a little look at Palace Week 4 of winter 2024, going through the drop list. I'm going to give my thoughts, my opinions, and my best resale picks for the week, and I definitely think there are a few, and of course go over the misses, the flops, and everything in between. But before we get into the video, let's get this box open, because I think some of you might be interested in what I had to cop right here. All right, the grand unveiling of the desk view of my current camera. I love this view. I think it's super sick, and that was a unboxing fail right there. But we got a nice overhead view. Let's see what we got here. Order confirmation sheet. Nice. And look at that. Here's the hat. It's very cool. It's very epic. Got Palace key. It's got the checkered flag on it. Let's get it open and throw it on the head. Pop out the beanie. You hear the details of the hat right there. Got the Palace pasta. Look at that. Hilelo, whatever that says. Hilio. You got the Italian guy right there. Picking up a tire or something. I think it looks pretty dang good. What do you guys think of the pasta racing hat? Of course, we tried to cop the jacket on the live stream a couple weeks ago and didn't. But enough of that out of the way, let's get into the video. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the noti bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. We go live every single Thursday and Friday for Supreme and Palace live cops every week on the channel. It's a great time. People hop in there. We have fun. Got a nice live cop from Palace this week, grabbing the Phantom of the Opera knit and skateboard. So look forward to that review coming very soon. And if you guys ever want to see any other content on the channel, consider becoming a member and leaving me some recommendations, some suggestions, and also support the channel out. Get access to exclusive icons, giveaways, etc. We're on our way to 5K subs and 10 members by the end of the year. So appreciate you guys for the continued support. And now, finally, time for Palace. All right, we are here on palacecmty.com/droplist/2024-10-25. Link in the description. That is the full URL. By the way, guys, this is ran by the same people that run Supreme Community. So if you want to know where I get all this information about the drop list, I wake up and look on this website, and sometimes it has new stuff on it. Crazy, I know, but that's how I get my intel. Also, just letting you guys know, Dave & Buster's up right here. Very exclusive. You got to be a winner to get one of these. But anyway, let's look at the drop list overall. We got a couple cool items coming out. Some jerseys, some jackets, some insulated shirts, pea hats, beanies, and some duck canvas jeans. And we're just going to get right down to business and click on these item categories right here, starting with custom tops, which boy oh boy, there are the jerseys. First up, the Pachinko jersey in white. 500% don't need this, but that don't matter. I think this is going to be one of the better items for resale. To be quite honest with you guys, it's got the big katakana paresu. It's got the cool Palace logo right there. Palace, the red and white. Some people might say white could be a little tough to wear. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got this blurry background, it looks like, with the Palace font. 24 looks very sick. Looks almost like a 24 Hours Le Mans type of font. Not really sure. And they got a few crazy ones. The Pachinko jersey night. This one is hard. I'm debating if I want to go for one of the crazier ones. Down there, you got some like anime girl down there, low key. Okay, I kind of like that. Got some Japanese for 188 Palace. Got some scoreboards, some just insane DMT looking. This is taking mushrooms and Shibuya right here. I really dig this jersey. I think it looks super sick and just a crazy design. And last but not least, I think this might be the best colorway. Yeah, looking at this straight up, it just aesthetically looks the most pleasing. This is the blue one. I think this is probably the best one to go for. You have full 3D scenes right here on this Jumbotron. I wonder just how they made all this look so good in terms of the print. I mean, I guess it's a synthetic shirt. It's probably easier to print these insane prints on. I'm not a scientist or a manufacturing expert, so I have no idea, but very cool jersey. I feel like the price will be like 120 to 130 on this. I'm not really as familiar with Palace stuff as I am with Supreme. All right, next we have the Furry Zip Funnel coat. Curious to see how this will do. Looks kind of like a Cookie Monster type vibe, especially this right here, so you can match it with your Cookie Monster flat bill hat and your Cookie Monster sweatpants that you wear to school. Tonal on the back with the Palace logo. Not sure how I feel about it. It's definitely not a bad piece. I think this is definitely going to be personal. If you need yourself a nice hairy jacket zip up, you can go and get yourself one, but I'm not too sure this thing will resell and end up being something super valuable down the road. Next category is shirting, and we got these check insulated shirts right here. These are pretty cool. Nice. This also functional. There we go. Let's upvote that. We got a pretty classic Palace flannel. right here. Palace written in gold script, black and white. Button up, pretty simple, not too much to say. It says it's insulated right here, but it looks like a fairly normal interior of a flannel. Probably is lined with something because most flannels that aren't insulated would just have the flannel material also on the inside. This one, of course, has a different type of material. We also have the faint blue. I think this is more of a summer spring color. So for a fall winter season, I think the black one is the best. Technically, it's called navy. So it looks black and white to me. And then we also have the pink check insulated shirt. This one might be a little bit better than the blue. It's really up to you. But if you want a new button up from Palace, you got one to buy this week. Right, for the t-shirts, we have basically a t-shirt in a couple colors. I'll just pull up like 3 of them because they're all going to be the same thing. But basically, we do have a t-shirt right here, 1% getting out of bed. This is for all the rot maxers out there in the chat, rotting for life. And it's just the Palace logo with the blue and red stripe on top and on bottom, italicized. It's basically the Palace version of the Supreme small box logo. That's kind of how I put it. I think these are probably pretty decent. I believe they're the same thing as every Palace blank. It looks pretty much like the one Palace t-shirt that I have with the collar, so I can't imagine it's too much different. Maybe it's pretty cheap. So if you want some undershirts, some stuff for layering this winter, and you just feel like you don't have the right color to match that one jacket so that you don't, bring a lot of attention to what's underneath it, well then match it with one of these t-shirts and you should be good to go. Speaking of jackets, we have a couple as well as some hats because those are miscategorized. Take a look at all of these jackets and 2 of the beanies because the beanies are the same. We have the Cordura duck canvas jacket in onyx. Cordura is the bang bang. Simple as that. Yeah, people tend to like Cordura a whole lot. I'm not as familiar with it as I am with Gore-Tex for whatever reason, but I do feel like Cordura is more affordable. I believe it is a different type of fabric, but nonetheless, it is that official Cordura signature. They have that quality, or you hope so. You get the black one. We have the camo one, which I think this one could have some potential on it with people going for it. In the larger sizes, I think with Palace gear like this, typically it is harder to find that instant resale. Just from my small time, I've only really been invested in this Palace resale game for only about a year, guys. So if you really need to know more, come to my live streams and interact with chat. I think my community has really helped me a lot understand what's important to get. Special shout out to Florian Peter, who helps me out. A couple of you guys, Garbage Day, Drifted Trail, all y'all that are in here constantly. Appreciate the support and appreciate y'all educating me because I don't pretend to know everything. But what I can say is this jacket is sick. I think it is a dope personal piece, whether it is the Real Tree camo, which is super trendy right now, or the black, which is always going to be cool, or blue, which again is always going to be decent. It's really up to you. I could see maybe like the larger sizes, double XL, something like that, having some resale on this. We'll have to just wait and see. ECWCS hooded jacket, all the shit there is to eat in the world, and you're cooking up clams. I mean, dude, seafood is low-key kind of good. I like me some clams. We have one of those furry hoods, Palace Triferg on the side, some 3M trim, a nice classic winter jacket. Get it if you want it. I really don't think there's anything other than a nice jacket for yourself to wear. I remember this from the lookbook, digital camo with a unique pattern, some circles on it, or maybe those were like flowers, some kind of pattern behind the other pattern. So double patterned on this one. Very nice. And then the Pertex Puffa beanie. I don't know why this thing is in the jackets category. It just went up on the site, so I'm sure it'll be switched out soon, but I do kind of like these puffa beanies. There's something about them that's kind of whimsical. Oh yeah, there's also the ice gray colorway. I actually like this one the most, believe it or not. Looks like something that they would use in Inception to get into that final level of the dream where Leo DiCaprio is freaking snowmobiling down the side of the mountain, something like that. Yeah, these Pertex beanies, they're kind of cool. I like the puffiness to them. I don't know. Maybe I'll cop one eventually someday. Probably not this week though. All right, bottoms. We're keeping it very simple. It's 3 matching bottoms. So if you get the jacket, you got to get the Cordura matching duck canvas jeans. This one is an onyx. You got multiple different patterns on the knees and the pockets. So it's double kneed up, back pockets too. And along the waistline right there, Palace Triferg on the bottom of the jeans. I think easily the best ones to go for are these camo ones. They just seem to be trendy. And who doesn't like blending in and becoming invisible right before people's eyes? People hate it. You love it because you're sneaky, you're stealthy. And you have these as well, the blue jeans. I think these ones are probably the least cool. Imagine a Mick Cordura meal. That would be huge. Palace X McDonald's. I think we actually got that. And yeah, that's funny. Hats. Pretend the beanies are on here, but we have some P hats. We have some of these hats. And I'm just going to pull up one of each because they're very simple. It's a Harris tweed 6-panel in black. Harris is a cool name. Palace, is that a political endorsement? I don't know, but you better watch out because people might get upset about that. But yeah, it's a very simple hat. It's got Palace on the back, a strap, a P on the front. I've said it so many times. I want a P hat eventually. I gotta wait for the right one though, right? I've probably passed up a few good ones, but it's got a new hat right here. I don't really need any other ones for a little bit. There it is. That is the Harris P hat. We also have the Cordura dog ear 6-panel Realtree APX. What a name. Big up dog ears. I don't know why this is called dog ears. Is it because of these guys, the ear flaps or the earmuffs, whatever? Very Davy Crockett vibes on this though. Looks like a damn rabbit on the inside. Looks incredibly warm. I think this hat is pretty cool. I think the hat would be a lot cooler without these. Just keep that Palace London. Maybe give us a tri-fur on the back or something. We got a couple other ones too. We have the navy one. There's the back. Nothing really. I would like a Palace something. Even just anything on the strap right there. Something's better than nothing. Cordura in kind of a tonal color is not the best. Onyx as well. Yeah, I'd say the Onyx or the camo one, but the camo one is definitely the most functional. I mean, you could wear this out hunting or something or other. There you go. And last but not least, we have a couple sweatshirts. Actually, a couple of good ones. These patch me ups are looking pretty good. And then the run it up hoodies. Let's check out these. And then that'll be the end of the drop list. So first up, the run it up hood in black. This is the fuck is bubble tea. Kind of looks like an Oakley logo with Palace on it. I think this thing will actually do very well. This colorway in particular just seems to be pretty trendy. The small logo kind of has a Y2K vibe to me. Get a better look at that right there. Pretty dang cool. You have this one in gray. Could also do fairly decent. That white is so similar to the background. You probably can't see it too well, but it's there. The black one. This is the patch me up in black. So a little bit different, completely different design. And this is the same run it up hood right here in navy and light blue. A Carolina Panthers colorway. And then the zip up, patch me up zip up in multi khaki. I'm not sure how this will do. It's got the tri-fur on the side right here, which is pretty cool. The colors are fairly decent. I think maybe the better one is this one right here. Kind of similar to the colors that Supreme honestly uses on their patchwork box logo hooded sweatshirt that's coming out later in December. You guys remember what that looks like? It reminds me of the red and the brown. Kind of gives me that vibe. But those are the sweatshirts releasing from Palace. I definitely think the best one to go for is this one. And there it is, guys. There is the entire drop list for Friday, October 25th of 2024. This week, it's week 4. Best items to go for resale. I believe this Pachinko jersey in neon right here has the most potential, followed maybe by this one. I think the jerseys are still pretty hot. And then I'm picking this Run It hoodie in black. We'll pull up the full pictures here in a second. Third pick, it might be a little bit tough after that, to be quite honest, but if I had to put my money behind something, it might just be this patch me up zip up in multi in a larger size, or perhaps these Cordura duck canvas items. I don't know if it's going to be the jacket or the pants or even that crazy dog hat, but I can definitely say this jersey will do pretty well in almost guaranteed every size. It might be a bit of a hold until the springtime. And I think it's actually smart to do holds on jerseys if you think it's going to be a good piece, you believe in it, and it does end up selling out. But of course, if an item sells out and you want to get it gone, go to StockX, post it quick. And if you guys don't have a StockX account, consider using my referral link in the description down below. I think I might get $10 if I refer you. You might get $10 as well. I don't know all the information, but links down below. A lot of free referral codes, including like Robinhood, Poshmark. I know definitely gives you free $10, and Upside, which is an app that helps you save money on gas. One of my favorite apps of all time. I've saved like $50 in gas on that. So if you ever want to help me out, you don't want to become a member, that's fine. Consider going to the description and signing up with my referral codes. But what do you guys think about Palace Week 4 overall? It's kind of a low-key drop list, to be honest, but I am excited for a couple of these items. I think the Pachinko jersey will be fun to go after. I've never, actually, hold on. I have copped one Palace jersey before off of a sale, but I've never copped a Palace jersey right off the rip, right off the website. I'm still getting into these Friday live streams, so if you guys want to see me cop some of these items, come out, show some support. We're gonna get lit, and looking forward to Supreme Week 10 of Fall Winter 24. Stay tuned for all Supreme Palace news. And your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and Buckies.